What's up, everybody? Circus here, coming at you with a Let's All Laugh at Circus video.
You mean let's all laugh at Konami
There you go.
because they actually expect us to buy this sorry excuse for a box that they put in the game. And King of Vermilion is the latest mini box number 34. And if you think there's something fishy about this box, yes, it's because there's no Xyz monsters in it. Not a single one, not a single Xyz related card, zero zilch nada in this box.
Well, it's funny because the box came out and I was streaming at the time. People are like, you're gonna do a box opening? And I'm like, yeah. Kamel and I are gonna do one when I'm done streaming. It'll be on the channel tomorrow. And I go, hey, Kamel, you ready to do a pack opening? And he's just, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I'm like, I just can't. We're both like trying to dodge
we
the other one.
Each other the official answers.
Right.
We're like, yes, I'm ready to record our box opening video. Yes, I am as well.
But then it was like, I don't know, man. This is a lot of money for all these cards in here. Because I'm looking at it. To be fair, there's probably some anime stuff. If you're like a Morphtronic fan, this is probably like great for you, right? But I'm not a Morphtronic fan.
Yeah, but people on the channel will know that I feel very strongly about the fact that we have been getting nothing but synchros as the prominent cards in the game for almost 3 months now,
which is crazy.
Come on, at first I was like, it's okay. The answer with TGs, they're coming back. It's all right. TGs got shafted before. It's all right. TGs are here. Next box, Harpies. Harpies. We'll see what I think about them. I'm not hyped about a synchro archetype, but if they're good, they're good.
Yep.
Next box, what is that? A Turtle Stream. They tried to put photons. Oh gosh, that was terrible.
Yeah,
that was very bad.
I went into this box and I just got the Tenki for my Yusendus. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone into the box. I know a lot of people are like, you have to have, and it's like, well, if you have a deck that needs it, maybe, but there's nothing in this box otherwise. Eternal Stream.
Just really quick on this, I think this box is what made King of the Vermilion seem so bad, because the first Xyz box that we did get since February did not bring any competent Xyz strategies to the game.
No.
Melfi and Fire Fist are both extremely bad.
Right.
None of the beast archetype support they added
was good.
Heroic challenges did not become anything.
Yeah.
Now, Circus, why are they giving us 3 months of synchros in Xyz era? What's going on?
Well,
why is no one as upset about this as I am?
Well, I think it's because they get the little support for. There's little fan communities, right? And I bet the Morphtronic community is going nuts right now. They're just like, this is the best box ever. And it's like, I don't know. We have a conspiracy theory, right? Or maybe not conspiracy theory, but we think the fix is in here.
I've got a couple conspiracy theories.
Well, number one,
to develop them.
This box is 2 years old already, right? This box should have been out 2 years ago.
Yes, I think this box is a straight up copy paste from something out of 2019 that did not get released. In fact, if you want to hit your back button and scroll down to some of those 2019 boxes, I'll tell you where to stop. After Valhalla Calling, there's right there.
Yeah.
All of these 2019 boxes, if you click on any of those, Curse of Dread, Guardians of Rock, Lords of Shiny, Dimensions of Wizard, all of those are Synchro era mini boxes. None of them have prominent synchro strategies in them.
That's
not
true.
A single one in this part, in this deck here.
Yeah, this is a Vendred box. Yeah, this is all ritual summoning. That's right.
Vendred box. There's only one synchro monster in that deck to ever be played. Konami just shut us down because they heard we were.
Yeah, they don't like us, man. They know.
Anti-new box propaganda. So they shut us down. But this box has all of those key synchro cards, the support from those archetypes that came out. Morphtronics released, no support. They got some support in the first mini box of Synchro era, and then nothing.
Okay.
Where are the rest of the Morphtronic cards? They're in this new box. Same with Red Dragon Archfiend. It got a little bit of support after its structure deck release. After that, nothing. Where are the rest of the Red Dragon Archfiend cards? They're in this box.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. It's like, this is Synchro era. We get Trimids and whatever this was, the Legendary Knights. You know,
You got
okay,
magnets, but that's it, dude.
okay,
There's
all
no
right.
synchro
I see. So I
cards.
see what you're saying. Yeah. In the main boxes, maybe you get some staple cards like we see here, but like you said, no competent synchro strategies, right? So now it's XZ's
And
era, and
yeah,
now they're like, all right, let's do this.
right now, this is the product. This is the result of one thing, and it's Konami changing how they want to monetize the game.
Hmm.
We've seen this a couple times back when they were releasing meta decks and structure decks, and then they went to releasing meta decks in mini boxes, and then they went to only releasing them in main boxes. Now they're doing character and box simultaneous releases. They're doing structure deck box simultaneous releases.
Right, right.
So now they've kind of like updated their approach. Back then in 2019, they did not have that going on really. If you remember, the top tier decks from those days did come from structure decks and some main boxes. We did not have too many different meta decks back in 2019, kind of like ones that were meta for a very long time.
Right.
Because Synchro era kind of facing a similar problem to where we are now. There were not so many Synchro archetypes out and about, and they were not being readily released every single month. Like you saw, we were getting boxes full of like regular effect monsters, synchros that just washed out as soon as they released.
Well,
And
the
we take a
synchro
look at
era. Do you remember it was Neos Fusion got real big, and then what was
yeah,
the other one?
Neos Fusion got real big,
Invoker.
and
Invoked.
Kawaki Miru
Yeah.
got real big in the same year. So there was only really a couple opportunities for synchro monsters to be big.
Yep.
Uh, However, in defense of Konami, right? Not many people will mention this, but they did have a huge halt on Antinomy. There was some confusion in getting the voice actors lines for Japanese, so they postponed the character's release overall. And TGs are a big part of the synchro era. I sell synchro, that whole thing. You cannot have
Okay.
that archetype, that mechanic in the game without them. So, in a sense, I believe that may have interrupted their kind of synchro release plans,
Hmm.
but it is unacceptable that we are getting it right now in XZ's era because we are suffering for it greatly. We've not gotten a new competent XZ's box since January.
So
Next
okay.
week is going to be June.
All right. So we talked about this a little bit before doing this video. Do
Yeah.
you think this has anything to do with any kind of rumors that pendulums might be coming out this year? Is this play into that, or does this have nothing to do with that?
I think that if you look at it from a release window, I think it can because
How come?
of course it depends on how they want to introduce pendulums into Duel Links, but if you are of the party believing that pendulums is coming in September, then a release like this would make sense, right? Because if you are going to go for pendulums this year, these cards have to come out. They are weak. They are anime cards that you could build hype over, and these cards need to be a part of the game before you launch a whole year of a new summoning mechanic. That leaves 6 to 8 more months on top of whatever lies between now and pendulums, that these cards will be in the vault and not see the light of day. And people are going to be
Mhm.
asking, even more, where's my Synchron support? Where's my RDA support? Where's my Morphtronic support? So if Konami does plan on moving up the release schedule, moving things along, not giving us 2 years as Exil, this makes sense for them to bring out now and not release later.
Or could the argument be made that we are doing another year of XZs, and that's why we're just getting this crap now too? You know what I mean? Because they're
Well,
trying to stretch out the
yes,
XZs.
you could say both because if we are getting boxes like this, man, we have to get 2 years of XZs. There is no way that we could be shafted for 4 months with no good Xyz cards and only have 3 months left. In September, that's going to be a pendulum box, and we're going to get pendulums. So it has to be 2 years of Xyz
Right.
because we are missing so much of the card pool. Synchros were kind of, I would like to say, there were not as many, and the power level of them is all kind of relevant. Xyz monsters, there's several different eras, levels of power. You can clearly tell a 20 2012 Xyz monster versus a 2015 Xyz monster when they start adding them to the game. So there is a huge card pool that we don't have access to yet. And before they
Mhm.
evolve the game further, we got to get some more Xyz monsters in the game.
I guess my big thing with this box is, um, if this is going to be a like the new deck, the Stardust deck, so you need tuning out of here, possibly, right? I want to see if the deck's good or if it like takes the game to a new spot, because like I feel like there's already so many good decks in the game. Like unless this something that comes out of this box is something I haven't seen before or makes the game really fresh and fun, I don't really
Right.
see a point of going into it. You know what I mean?
The thing is, by now, right, we're 2 years past Synchro's initial release. So many decks with so many crazy, innovative mechanics, gameplay loops are in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Synchrons and summoning Shooting Star Dragon is no longer exciting. Double tuning for Red Dragon Archfiend is no longer exciting
Right.
because there are better decks that have more fun gameplay loops, and Synchros, these cards feel like they're a cheese deck from 2019. They feel like I should be playing up against Fortune Ladies in Stromberg and Magnets. I should not have to be playing against Blue Eyes and Harpies with Synchro decks. I'm with these decks because their power level is too low. I'm sorry.
I guess my whole thing is like I've been playing Yusenjus lately. I know they're not a great deck, but if I can go on the ladder and just clap with Yusenjus, why do I need to buy a new deck? That's the whole thing. I know you guys want us to spend money on the game so you can laugh at us trying to get cards and stuff, but after a while it's just kind of like, if you're not gonna give me something worth playing, why would I buy anything? I mean, Harpies have been a lot of fun, but they're more fun on my free to play account because they were a challenge to get. But just straight up buying into them, I don't know. I think a lot of these boxes are very skippable lately.
Yeah, these are really just not great.
Yeah.
This may be a flex for them to for new players just to show them, oh man, these anime cards, 5Ds, KCGT, we're adding a bunch of of those cards as well. But I do not think for any other reason that it's good. People ask me why I don't like synchros. This is why, because this is what you get when you get synchros. Unfortunate, but we've gotten the bulk of what we need from synchro era already. There's no really great synchro archetypes for them to give us anymore. All of the ones that people would probably want are, newer ones that were not a part of the 5D's initial era, and where the game is not moving forward because of it, because competent strategies are
Mm-hmm.
not being added in place of Xyz monsters. If there were some competent synchro decks, synchro strategies, cards that they could add that could really shake things up and compete with what every other deck is playing, True Nade, Karma Cut, Blue Eyes Harpies, but these cards just
Right.
cannot compete. Tuning being the best card in this box. Let's talk about it for a second. What does tuning do? It searches a synchron for the Shooting Star Dragon deck. Very nice. Your monster will still get Karma Cut. I
Right.
mean, your monster can still get bounced.
Right.
Your cards can still be dealt with before they get turned into a synchro monster. It does not do anything to help the weaknesses of the deck, and that is really what you have to look forward to in support. Tuning being a consistency card is very nice, but when
Is
other
it
decks in
enough?
the meta
Yeah.
have consistency cards built into them and they are part of their core already, that is not good enough. You need your support to fix your deck's weaknesses, and tuning doesn't do that.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do what we always encourage other people do. Just let the tournament whales sit and spend the money and try to figure this stuff out. Wait a week, see what
Yeah.
happens. But I guess let us know in the comments below what you're planning on doing. Do you think Kamal's crazy? Because sometimes he is. But I think right now he knows what he's talking about. I kind of agree with him. I can't justify spending money or gems on this box, so I'm
I
gonna
hope
wait a
people
week.
will admit they were wrong, because I was saying screw synchros for like 2 months now. Everyone's saying, I don't know why Jamel doesn't like synchros. Synchros should be added to the game just like any other cards and extra deck archetype, I don't know why you don't like synchros. So,
Some
guys, let us know what you think.
think.
Watch the tournaments so you can see how bad synchros and synchrons and Red Dragon Archfiend is for yourself. So you don't
I just watched
think we're just
Bujins
ranting
beat
about it.
Stardust in our tournament just now. So there you go.
All right, there you go.
So make sure to get in the Discord because it's free. The tournaments are free. Make sure to watch them, see what's going on, and the new player help is free. But we're gonna get out of here before Konami completely shuts us down. So I'm Circus. That's Kamel.
Peace out, guys.
And we'll see you next time.